you guys like that intro? Can you guess what camera it was shot on? That's right, that's why you clicked this video, obviously. So finally, after 9 years, I have upgraded cameras from the 5D Mark II to the EOS R. So in this video, I want to explain why I chose to upgrade to the EOS R versus all the other cameras that have come out on the market this year. Just out here with Blake, testing out my new EOS R and helping him do his Sunday video for his 3 tips on why you need a bike.
We're gonna start riding. Miles is going to record me riding like this, and you'll see me speaking to the camera saying, we're gonna talk about the 3 reasons why you need a bike. Stay tuned.
Alright, hold on. My brakes will kick in here. Hold on. I can only stop with my front brake, which is not a good thing.
Worst case scenario, the warranty.
Point number 1 or 2 or whatever I was about to say before we figured out the camera had cut out the audio on that last clip is I hit the limitations of my camera. The shutter started slowing down. I could barely push the ISO past 400 and it just wasn't getting done what I needed to get done for my professional shoots, big airplane. While all these new cameras were coming out, I really wanted an upgrade, but I made sure that I absolutely needed the upgrade before I even switched cameras. But that being said, everything else in this video was shot about 5 months ago. That's why there's a huge time jump here, but I still stand by everything I've said in this video. I think this is a great hybrid camera for me. Use the time markers below to jump to whatever review bit that you want. Just comment below if you have any questions. So, another deciding factor in why I got the EOS R over Sony's is a lot of people get this very like brand loyalty. I don't necessarily get that. It's not that I'm a huge fan of Canon or a huge fan of Sony. I already have the LPE6 battery. I already have the EF lenses that can adapt to the EOS R. So yes, I do think the Sonys are great options, but I'm already in the Canon ecosystem. In order to switch over to a new system, it would require to sell everything and have to buy all new stuff. I don't have the time or money to just get that. Why would you get the R over the R5 and R6 that just came out? Well, I'll put the price point up here and that'll answer it for you. For what I need, this is the perfect hybrid of the camera and the ecosystem I'm already in. Just tested out that log footage with the awesome sun coming through here. Just wrapped up. Oh, did we wrap up your video or are we doing?
We're doing a wrap up riding the bike.
All right.
I'll do a quick conclusion as we ride.
A few more shots, perfect time for the sunset, so we don't run out of light.
Let's do it.
Another reason I got the EOS R is frame rate and resolution. 5D Mark II, I was stuck to 1080p and 24 frames and 30. That's all I had, which has been fine up until recently. I don't shoot anything in 4K, but it's nice to have the 4K at 23 with the EOS R, even with the 1.7 crop that everybody freaks out about. It actually helps me because all my lenses are prime, so a lot of times it's like, I'm so wide, can you push in? Yeah, change it over to 4K, I can push in. It also has the 60 frames a second in 1080, which is what I use for a lot of B-roll now. And if I absolutely need it, I can go up to 120. Yes, it's in 720p, but it's very rare that I'm going to be using 120 frames. And if I do, it's going to be out in the sun like this, so no one's even going to notice the 720p. Don't get caught up in frame rates and resolutions, but that was a big, that was one of the big deciding factors. Yes, it does have its limitations, but it's the perfect limitations for me. So what just happened there was we went through, did all of Blake's video, and 3 of the clips, the 2 last tips and the outro, did not have audio on it. So we had to go refilm those and race back before we ran out of sunlight to help finish up his video because he needs to get it done for tomorrow. And then somebody also left a stegosaurus here, so that's why that B-roll was in there. Yeah. Another great option that this camera has that many new Canons do have is the C-Log option, which on the Osmo I use the D-Cinelike. I'm shooting in log now for this to really kind of test out the camera, but it'll become helpful more on client shoots and stuff, and I do like the picture profiles on here, so it's nice to have the option of log even if I may not use it. And another great upgrade is the fact that this is much lighter. Like using this camera strap I have for my bike, the 5D Mark II was great, but it did get really heavy after like hours of riding when we're out here filming. So it's nice to have this lighter camera even in my camera bag. And last but not least, it also has this, not a lot of people talk about it, but it has a digital image stabilizer, which is kind of like warp stabilizer, which is great if you're walking handheld. Stabilizes the motion for you, it crops in a little bit, it works like warp stabilizer. The only downside to that is I've noticed boxing B-roll, whenever she's punching, I'll put up a clip here, I had that turned on, and when it was super close it tried to stabilize through her glove movement rather than the scene around her, so it ended up looking like that Beats commercial where it's like stabilized to the one spot. That's my review because all these noises are coming in. I don't know how to end this video, but it's been about 2 months with it. I love it so far, and for me it's the perfect hybrid, but again there's also a lot of other valuable options. So before you comment you should have got a Sony, this is why I got the EOS R.
Amazing things happen when you put yourself outside of your comfort zone, and when you have faith, and when you trust that the universe has your best interest in mind. If you just synchronize your vibes with love, guys. It's all about love, and amazing, unexpected, beautiful, wonderful things will happen.
Can't change gears while I'm trying to film. Crap.